welcome, welcome in. Today we are doing some art and crafts, mostly. Yeah, we're gonna be going over some basic stuff. Probably gonna be doing a lot of hand sewing, basic mock-ups. We're gonna probably be doing a lot of the final sewing next time, just because we're gonna be doing the final stitching with the sewing machine. That'll be involved next time to set up the sewing machine. Yeah, that'll be next time. But we will be doing the mock-up and basic stitching this, and also showing you how to do the basic patterning and materials and things. Which will be, and you know, showing you how to get stuff ready and prepped for the final sewing, and that'll be so that way you're prepped for the next final sewing. Yeah, that's all we'll do. I haven't gotten a whole lot of sleep, which is not anyone's fault. It's more like my own fault, because I was reorganizing my room and I have misplaced all the stuff for the sewing stream in different areas. That's my own bad. Because reorganizing is not my passion. So it's like I had like 5 different places I put things. So I had everything, just in different levels. That was because I was in the midst of moving, because basically I am moving my sewing stuff to this stairwell where I'm setting up basically resetting up my sewing area there. I used to have my sewing room over here by my computer desk, where I suffered from hi Chloe, hi, we're gonna be working on some clothing design for our little Ruies. I got I'm gonna be making Crimson Rui and Azure Rui some clothes. I'm gonna be teaching you some basic patterning, and for those who are not seamstress, yes, those who are not sewists, thank you. We're gonna be swapping over to the other screen here in a moment. And this is for those who do not know how to who do not know how to sew. It is going to be very beginner fashion friendly. Pop over to there. You're going to see my hand, and I apologize. Both physical and digital. The different types of ways to do it. For those who are very visual and who are very hands-on. We're gonna get right to it. How to stream. I have my boys. Hey, I'm that. This side today. Here's gonna be to see evil twin Neko for this. It's gonna be weird. You're just gonna have to deal with it. But yes, as you can see, I have my boys trapped right now. They're in containment. Or else their power would overtake the internet. But yes. Oh, let me get them out. I need one of them. Get Crimson out. If you're wondering, these are just some lanterns I picked up at IKEA. Yeah, they just magnetic. They Crimson Ruby. They fits. Yep. But yes, okay. So one way, as you can see, he's very starfish shaped. So one way you can do is you can trace his little body the same way you would do your little hands in school with some paper. I had to when I was. So one way you could do is you just lay him out, get a handy dandy pencil. There you go. You got one little Rui shaped body to kind of work with for a pattern for dimensions and everything. You're like, okay, well, now that you know his body size, like, okay, well, that's information. Have you ever looked at garments for tailoring? They are all just measurements. The sleeves, measurements. So if you're a mathematical person, you could very easily draft a pattern. As I know, we have some more mathematically inclined. So that is one way you can do it. And there are free guides online. You do not have to buy information. Men's clothes, including Rui's. They're just measurements. Your Rui is now broken down to segments. Here is his waist, legs, chest. For those who are more artistically inclined, can't do numbers that way. That's okay. It is perfectly. I can't. I don't always can. I can't always do math. But you know what I can do? I can scale. You know what I could also do? I have clothes. I have my own shirt. Thank you for the follow. Look at this. It's a shirt. It's a shirt I wear. It's my pajamas from last night. Thank you for the follow. But yes, this is my pajamas from last night. It's very plaid. But it's a collared shirt. All right. What is Ruse wear? He has an extended flared collar jacket, right? Right. It's inside out. This is inside out at the moment. So I can see how a inside out shirt is put together. Inside out collared shirt. So I have clothes. I see how this is a one arm piece. Right? I can see how this is put together. I can see how this piece is one piece right here. You can deconstruct a garment. Like mentally deconstruct a garment. It doesn't have to be difficult. Sewing doesn't have to be hard. So, as an artist, you come back and pop up a thing. Startled. Have our Rui body. Helps if I don't draw in white. Starfish do. Right? Purple. So you can tell from the shirt I had. So a waist. The Rui, we're doing a button down shirt. We're going to do a jacket, so we're going to lengthen it. Just like with drawing. I'm going to do that. And he's a starfish, unfortunately. His cover made him a freaking starfish. So we're not going to be able to do a deep arm sigh. Because that's what this curve is in sewing terminology. Sigh. Going to have to be quite narrow, so can't do a deep one. It's going to have to be fairly round. Have to make sure that whatever we do, got to take that into consideration. Can't have a deep It's gonna have to be fairly. Or tell you I hate. But yeah, so you're gonna have to be very mindful when doing that stuff, drafting your pattern. Which brings me to my favorite part, mock-up. I don't usually draw my patterns. I cut them. Oh wait, that's for the Azure jacket. The formal wear Azure. I haven't decided which version, so I got two fabrics. All right, in sewing terminology, we do what's called a mock-up. Wow, thank you for the follow. I only follow furries. I'm not a furry. Oh, anyway. Got this nice satin fabric for his pants for the formal wear version. I got this really nice canvas for the crimson I can only yes. Now now the thing is with fabrics, a lot of people are always saying, "Oh, fabric's really expensive. It's really hard to find. It's not. It all depends on where you go, when you can find it. What am I making with this red fabric? This is a pillowcase that I got at IKEA for $1 off the clearance. Their display from, I believe, their Christmas or Valentine. Yeah, it's a pillowcase. I'm going to rip the seams. I'm going to use the jacket, the fabric for the red crimson jacket. Yeah, for $1. Red, the crimson rose Nui jacket. I'm going to get him an actual little coat, not just painted. The other part I'm going to use for the Ender Rouge jacket. Whatever I'm going to hold on to for additional projects. Yeah, like I said, you could also look at thrift stores. I tend to get like I find like or pillowcases there for like $1 or $2, and I use them for mock-up fabrics or practice fabrics. Hence what I'm using now. This is this isn't one, but this is some linen from a part of a curtain that I have been using to make some mock-ups. That I got for I really like that it's a nice soft kind of soft curtain. Been using it, and I also like that it's like a really pale, almost like a beige. I've been using it for like some plush toys and things like that, and dolls. That's probably what I'm going to use it. I might use the ender for the face as well as I might use this for mock-up. Or I might use it for the Azure. Didn't want to use. I didn't want to try and find anything too here for that. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I had to move a little my mic from where it normally was. Do I do my hobby professionally? No, absolutely not. I have too many hobbies to do any of them professionally. I am a jack of all trades and master of none. Of crimson. I do have this wonderful corduroy that I found. I'll be using as well. Yeah. I didn't want to use like sweatpant material. I'm a very much texture oriented person. I do not like felt or sweat. So yeah, I found a really nice corduroy. I wanted something that wouldn't have too much give. I went to go stuff it. That is what happened here. I got that on sale. I did have to actually go and buy this at the craft store. Very, very sad, but at least it was on sale for 50% off. I will say this, if you have to buy stuff at the craft store, pay attention to when it's on sale. And when it's the best time to buy certain fabrics, because there are seasons to fabric. Like we're coming out of the bridal season, so you might be able to find scraps and remnants of the bridal season, and we're prepping for Halloween. So you'll find more costume fabrics coming in. They'll be full price, but that also means you'll be able to the more fun print. But yeah, so those are the fabrics we'll be messing with today. I am using this one for the coat because I am going to do Valorant coat Azure main bulk of the project. Still have a lot of white heating link. If I run out, if I end up using too much of this, wasting of it left. Plenty of white fabrics I can use. Place it. Tell me if I mess up. All right. Yeah, how are y'all doing? We'll talk while I'm cutting things out. Probably turn on some music here in a moment. I just realized I don't have music going. That's too loud. Feel free to let me know. Almost finished cutting this out. Then we'll cut it out of the fabric. And I know it's pretty late for you, Chloe. How was your evening? Good dinner? It's not that late. I don't know. It seems pretty late. Isn't it like 8 at night? I don't know. It's getting pretty late. Feel sorry for the Ruby. He ain't got no neck. Yeah, making little clothes for the little dude. Hand cam is back. I will be gonna be doing some hand sewing here in a minute. Judge my hand. Oh, I probably should do this part on. I just realized y'all can't see what I'm doing. Why didn't y'all see nothing? I thought it was on camera this whole time. I guess I was, but I was I my avatar was blocking the the camera. All right. Basically, cut out the little Rui part. All right. Basically, I cut out the Rui just so I could get a better measurement. Going to cut out some fabric. And right now, what I'm doing is I basically am now adjusting where I am going to, how long I am going to make the jacket and how many pieces. Because I'm trying to decide if I want to do it as one piece and then just like what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to do two front panels. So one and one, two front panels, and then one back panel. So what we're going to do is we're going to trace out this and this, and then we're going to put these two together, trace out the back, and then we'll probably do the collar separate. And the collar will probably have to be something we mock up and do a bunch of trial and error on the collar. I don't know how dramatic I want the collar because the Rui has a giant noggin. And I don't know if I want to keep the collar small for the jacket or make the collar big and dramatic to go with the Rui head. And that's kind of where we're at. Is do I want to keep it? And that's where we're going to do a lot of trial and error. Because if I want to keep it big for the Rui head, it's probably going to need some kind of support or bracing, which means I might need to get some kind of stiffening material or um, either or interfacing or something just to help give the material some lift. And it just has it just probably will need just some like stronger material of itself just to help give the collar some lift for it. Because if you're gonna do the collar, it'll need that drama to it. If I keep the collar small, I think I could just double up the layers of the collar and it'll be fine. But yeah, so it's just how I want to approach the collar will depend how I how I do how the collar will need to be. Just things how you'll need, like it'll just be the things where you'll need to sit down and decide in how you will want the collar to be. Hi, Pickles. Yeah. But yeah, so that's the thing. It's like how would you want, and that's one thing you'll have to figure out for yourself is how you will want your own collar to decide you want a jacket for. You want it to be big and dramatic for the thing. You're gonna have to figure out, okay, well, how dramatic do the so yeah. I think with them, I think they don't. They just think they even bothered. Yeah, they didn't even bother with the collar. I think they hinted at it. Died. And I thought about the sleep, but I decided I just want. Yeah, I think that's how we'll handle. Now, if you've ever done cosplay or Halloween sewing level, then you will be perfectly fine handling clothing or Nui clothing level sewing. because let me tell you, y'all, it is not. It is not that complicated. In fact, that's how I often practice by making back and forth something. See the other cat. Try to feed the cat. Always make it. I can always make it shorter. I can't make it longer. I mean, I can. I don't. I mean, I technically can make it longer. There we go. Now, basically, what I'm saying, that's just a terminology used for whenever you fold it over and you sew along that line, it hides the raw edge of the fabric. You ever wonder why you patterns that say with seam allowance, why that is there? All right. Oh, I made the gesture and it zoomed. Ah, that's hilarious. I love that. Okay. it to cut. Normally, I would press this, but since it's a mock up, I'll forgive myself. If you're ever doing any legitimate project sewing, you make sure you iron your fabrics, press your fabrics. Do as I say, not as I do. Hi, Floaty. Scorpion. I'm a little under caffeinated. Back piece. Side pieces for the front. And I'm in the way. I'm moving. I'm gonna flip me over back to where I belong. Apparently, okay. Camera, you gonna betray me right now? Evil. other scissors out and not my paper scissors. Ugh. Other scissors. Need space. Where did it go? Nope, not. Seem to misplace my cotton thread, which is not great. Not using silk thread. This uniform. Oh, we'll just have polyester silk. Silk on a mock-up. Hey, how are you doing? I know a lot of vintage chatting. I tried to see if there was a arts crafts thing, but it just wouldn't pop up. I know there was like art, but it's like this isn't quite art. Not in the traditional art. Then I tried looking at crafting, and then I couldn't find that either. Then I gave up. Ah, well, just chatting is. No worries, no worries. We're just about to sew these little together. What I might do right now, I'm not happy with the collar, so I might curve this down, but that is an easy fix, especially since right now I don't know how I'm going to do the collar. Anyways, at the moment, collar is still very much in. Pickles is like hyperactive. He's like just hyper, running around. She ate her wheat. Oh, it's not. Pickles, what are you doing? Chaos and sorry, she knocked over my plushie pile, which knocked over my book pile. I'm trying to clean up my stuff. I'm gonna be getting rid of some too much stuff. Okay, Floating, I'm gonna have to nerf your. I'm really gonna have to institute that high system soon. Why I earned it. I mean, yeah, but you're becoming like a cheese baron. You like own all the cheese. Has her hot girl pills yet? No, not yet. I still got like a couple more hours before I gotta take my meds. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder. I will take my meds time though. Right now I'm hand sewing mock up for this Rui coat. Right now I'm having to hand stitch. I suppose I should just basic basting instead of actually trying to do neat little hand stitch instead of trying. All right. Is a mock. Probably the first of many. Okay. Yeah. It's basically I guess one your time, AM and PM. I think since it's you're 1 hour ahead of me. So it's yeah, 1 a.m. your 1 a.m., 1 and 1 p.m. your time. I normally try to a second mock-up. Not giving him his big fat head enough room. That's the problem. I account for his fat dome. Loading now. My seam ripper in here. Yes. How fat his head was. Why do they make? Why didn't they give him a neck? Thick gorge. Why? Alright, cat. Chaotic again. I don't know why she's so. Maybe because she realized she's like, okay, Pickles does not like cameras at all. Maybe she's like wary of hand cam. He senses a disturbance in the force or something. Like anxious, acting up. Kind of weird rebellion or something. I don't know. He's just running around causing all as much chaos as feline possible. And she's normally the most chill cat ever. That's the only thing I could think of is camera on. Kind of like Alistair from like Has Been. Senses. Me and Cam stream trying to chatting a bit of hand sewing. Which is kind of difficult right now. One, I don't have my glasses. I've seemed to miss my room last night. And all I have are my sunglasses. Doesn't help me. My dark room. I look cool though. Oh, thank you. I would show you my really awesome, cool sunglasses. They are mirrored, and no one wants to see my morning face. I don't even want to. Issue. Y'all are winning some cheese. Only issue with that running out of points. Neko, if you ever take my cheese, I'm literally gonna cry. Oh. I mean, it's not like I would take it away forever. It would just be a game. You can back and you take other people. It wouldn't be like I would make it forever. You could take other people. Take you a mutual acquisition of. Also, yeah, I'm having trouble with my mic. Just so you're aware, it is because it is not in its full location. I had to move some stuff around, so I have more. I cut out. My apology. My apology. The monster of the. Yeah, see, it would just be shenanigans. We're all about shenanigans. Speaking of shenanigans, I'm gonna be doing Dead Space soon. The heart rate monitor almost up. Tell if I'm actually scared or not. That next. Just in, legally blind girl tries to thread needle. To be fair, my glasses are just in the car. I was driving around getting my grandmother uh yesterday. And I had swapped out my glasses for my sunglasses. Particularly a sunny day yesterday. I forgot to swap them back. And I don't want to go out to the car right now to get them. See, I get to suffer while I try to thread this needle. Needle threader thingy. I just always feel like an old lady when I have to use it. It's useful, but I feel old. I think that actually I could. No, I don't want to go downstairs. Then I'd have to go downstairs and outside into the full force sun, and I don't wanna. That would mean I would be close to touching grass. Who wants to do that? Like you hate me. like he hate me, like me. You want me to go touch grass? Next thing you want me to do is go be a productive member of society. No! Mortis would never tell me to be productive. He would never betray me. This would tell me, yeah, God. Friend. Once again, I was trying to do why. Once again, this is a mock up. Yes, the AC is lifesaver for both me and Pickles. Pickles finally has adapted to the noise of it, and she now lays in front of it. It's so cute. You know, when she's not being a terror bed because it where it's positioned, it's like right in front of my bed. Lay at the foot of the bed in front. One day when she's in full like sleep mode, I'll try to take a picture. It is a That. I don't want a little more. I might do. Looks very straight and I should have accounted for the pattern, but it also was a mock-up pattern. Okay, is what happens in drafts. I mean, to be fair, the reason why, like a lot of the houses that are built new here have central AC kind of incorporated into the build. It's the older houses in the area that don't. We live in the part of town we live in have a lot of older houses. Part of the thing, including the one I think the house I live in was one of those the post-war do-it-yourself houses that I think one of my forget who in my family, I think it was like an uncle, great uncle or something down the line built. That was a DIY. He was a carpenter and electrician, so he kind of built it himself. That is kind of one of the things and is that we inherited this house and it's kind of been passed down in the family. Oh, thank you for the cookies. But because it's technically not owned, we don't own it. It belongs to my aunt, and we're kind of just renting it from her. She there's a lot of things she doesn't do a lot of upkeep on. One of them being is the electrical wiring, AC work on it. We have sorry, we don't have we were able to get like long story short, my brother and I couldn't own ACs in both of our rooms because of the wiring setup it was. So it was either my brother could run an AC or I could because of just the way how the cookie crumbled. And now that he moved out, I could run it. I could finally have my own AC. I have one, and thanks to everyone pitching in and helping me. Now I'm cool as a cucumber. As cucumber. Anyways, I'm not dying, and that's great because this medicine sure does like to take it out of me. Because I can't sweat. Meaning I overheat very easily. So I don't know where I would. I'm pretty sure I would be in a really tough situation. I really appreciate it. It's very much needed and very much appreciated. Yeah, apparently it's a side effect of this medication, and it's that I can no longer produce sweat. I just overheat. I just overheat like a cat can't produce sweat. Toasty. All right. So this is what we started out with. And while this is where we're going kind of with right now, but I we need more flair on the side. Oh, sorry. So we're gonna extend the pattern a bit. No, you can't really see it right now. Push it up. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I will scissors. Yes, I have scissors for everything. Scissors, paper for fabric, thread, tear and tear. Time for pocket number 3. Oh yeah, I before I had the AC, I know how you would normally I would take the summer. Like I would be fine. I would sit through the high heat without AC, like a box fan, and that would be how I would do my summers. That was my summers. Well, thank you for that, like that. That's just how it was. I said my brother. It was either I had AC or my well, not even I had AC. Like my brother had AC. Longest time. That's how the cookie crumbled. It. But I was really lucky because during the winter I had a working heater. So in the winter I would be toasty and warm, and the rest of the house would would suffer in cold. So it just kind of balanced out. Eventually, like I said, I started taking this medication, and it got to be where I had to. It became balances, deciding what I was willing to endure so I could have a better quality of life overall. Yeah, I'm a little more absent-minded. I lose the taste of, certain foods and certain can't sweat anymore. My command of languages is a little more scuffed, but it means less migraines on the daily basis. I no longer suffer from daily migraine. It's now maybe like one really bad migraine a month. Means I get to spend more time with family and friends and hanging out with people on the internets and playing video games. It means going out and having fun. It means less time huddled up, being all earplugs and eye masks, being like non sensory mode where I'm just trying not to listen to anything and just hope, things go are quiet. Ah, camera, why are you stop focusing on the star of the show? Trying to cut fabric here. So funny on here. Love it. I love the auto zoom in. I know I could turn the auto zoom mode off, but I kind of just like it. I want to keep it. Found it funny. It's so random, isn't it? Camera does what it wants. See, the funny thing is, it's supposed to just do it when I motion like this. It's supposed to auto zoom back when I do this motion, but it doesn't do it when I do this motion. I think it's because it treats the Rui like it has a face. So it's focusing on the Rui's face. So that's why it's focusing on treating it as its, and that's hilarious to me. Sorry, I am cutting the. But yeah, so that's that's kind of why I take the medicine. Like I'd rather take the risks that come with the medicine and the stuff, the negatives and positives. I've weighed them all out, including the all the side effects. The side effects, yeah. There's quite a few of them. Some of them, I've gone over before on stream before. Really bad ones that are a little scary. I'd rather I'd rather tank those any day, risk those any day than suffer and be perfectly miserable. Yeah. 3.0 of the code. And the good thing is, once we got this done, the basic shell, we could then adjust it for his. Because then all we would need to do is copy it for the Crimson version, or the Azure version, whichever. I'm supposed to be doing the Crimson version first, or whatever. They're both red ones. Uh, and then I can then taper it in a little, reduce the flare a little, taper it in, and then add. I do some lengthen it down a little, add some swallowtail for the Azure Prince version. Add some lapels, taper this down, bring this, hold this in, then because right now it's just a simple square front. We haven't even started messing with Prince coat color that way, which is really just a variant. Uh, it's not bad. It's not bad. I just forgot what I put in my cup, and I was surprised. I was surprised. I was expecting tea. I was surprised by blue Gatorade. Two different flavor profiles, and I was oh. I was expecting lightly sweetened tea, not sharp, bitter, lemony, citrusy blue Gatorade. Expected sweet, got tangy. Like I said, not bad, just not the flavor profile I was expecting. Mistakes were made by me. Was my own fault. I I like Gatorade. I just wish they brought my flavors that I liked back. And I'm having to make do with the flavors I don't like. And it makes me sad. Powerade's okay, but they've never produced the flavors I liked. Um, okay. The flavors I liked in Gatorade, they bring back, but they brought back in like reduced sugar varieties, which have like the artificial sweeteners in it, which I can't have. Mine was the rain berry. I liked um, the melon. I liked the strawberry, the actual strawberry, the melon, like the cantaloupe melon. And if I could find it now and then, I liked the I can find it now and then, but it's the lemon cucumber or the lime cucumber. Cucumber is how they call it. But yeah, the rainberry, the those were the flavors I like. I like glacier cherry, but in a pinch. Like I like that in the one I'm currently drinking now, which is the glacier, which is supposed to be like their pineapple. Doesn't taste pineapple at all, but it's supposed to be their pineapple punch, pineapple one. Doesn't taste like either. Kind of is disappointing. I think someone needs to go taste some pineapple. I kind of want to mail whoever's in. I want to kind of mail whoever's in charge of Gatorade flavor pineapple and ask them to reevaluate flavors. Just saying. That's not good. Find it. I mean, that's fair. I grew up in a place that was very pro cucumber. I like cucumber. I believe it. That art, but I also believe that one could just as easily eat a pineapple and also take a bite out of fake pineapples. Hi, Ryu. How are you doing? live on. I'm good. You love pineapple? I love pineapple too. Like, I'm one of those people that I go to the grocery store and I just buy a can. I make that my dessert at night. That pineapple. Then the next day I regret it because then I'll end up with like an like an acid like burn, so from all the acidity of the pineapple juice. And but for that evening, I'm so happy. Is the part that's trying to digest you. Yeah, that's the best part. Man, now I want pie. I want to get a pineapple with barbecue ham. Yeah, if you are against pineapple on pizza, I suggest you get pineapple pizza with, instead of marinara sauce, try it with uh barbecue sauce instead of marinara. Get it with the ham, get it with the pineapple. Just try it once. Still hate it after that. It is so good. I there have been people who doubted, but you should try it. It is good. Trust. Still hate it after that. Still hate it after that. Then you are valid in your pineapple hatred. Your pineapple on pizza hatred. I will never argue with you again on. I'll think you're wrong. Won't argue. You're allowed to hate it. Don't try to change your mind on it. But let me go see what that be. I'm trying to sew little jackets. See how it looks. And we'll see how good we probably done for only because we'll probably do a part two where we'll actually I'll have everything cut out and I'll set up my sewing machine and we'll actually sew the actual sewing machine final. Basically I think there'll be like three parts now that you know how to do a rough patterning. You saw me make you would have seen me make like the rough jacket. If you want that, like I said, I probably won't decide on the collar right away. Collar will probably take just how much collar to give. Take a while. Actually, now that we're back from ad break, I had a question. How many of you have soap? Because I might do this by hand. Y'all do not. Show you more hand stitch, actual proper hand stitch. Like if you have a sewing machine and would like to be shown more hand stitching, like me move the camera to actually show you more hand stitching, or like the next video show you hand stitching technique for the future. So the have access doing the Nui clothing by other. Buy clothes. Okay, you had once upon a time you had access. Like to see. Probably in part two I'll do no cheese. It's not bad. I just it needs a little more dramatic flair. I want a little more flair. I think I'm gonna do. I Wait, doesn't his design have us up the back anyways? It does. That might. I want to add more to. Oh, a foolish circle. Oh, the pattern a little. And further. All right. Yes, I do think this is where we will call it. I will flare out the skirt more so it be a little more voluminous sides because I'm dramatic. I like the drama, so I will make it more half circle, put up to more of a half circle skirt, which is not bad. It just means adding. Right now, it is a going from. Right now, it is a quarter of a circle skirt. I'm going to add another. You ever seen a circle? Show you. Basically, a circle skirt is like a donut. A half, and then you basically, when you do a circle skirt, you then run a elastic or something around, and it gathers. All of it becomes a the circle. That's why it's called the circle. And that's why you see those really nice flouncy big swooshy skirts are a full circle skirt. The more you add fabric around it, the swooshier the skirt. The less circumference you have to the skirt, the less swooshier it gets. So a half circle skirt with the reduction of panels becomes less swooshy. So you this eventually becomes like a A-line skirt, just a front and back panel. So A-line skirt would be just that is A-line skirt panel. No swoosh. Then you add another panel to the side and to the side, and then you got skirt, which has a little swoosh. Add another couple. You just keep adding more panels back in. panels, the more swoosh, quarter circle, half circle, back to circle. So yeah, basically what we're doing is we're adding more panels back into the coat to give it more swoop on the sides. So we're filling out the sides. And that's basically what's happening. Adding a to the sides at a time. I get the desired floof side. Right now, the back is fine. I did remember that he has a slit at the back, so I am incorporating that into the. I am now just making sure that the sides have a little. And so I'm probably going to do one more mock up, but I'm probably going to do that off stream. I will probably post pictures of it later tonight or tomorrow on Discord. But I am hydrated. Go get some more water. And I'm gonna go take a nap. Little eepy. Y'all, later. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Like I said, I'll post more pictures. It's getting to be about that time where I need to take a nap. Get ready to take my meds. See y'all later. Y'all the best. And this is a rare morning stream. I'll probably start trying to do more daytime streams. I do want to start doing some daytime work streams. There'll probably be either hand cam or grindy video game streams that like Final Fantasy game streams where I just sit there and grind, or Minecraft Vintage Story where I do a lot of grinding. Really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I will see y'all next time. Till then, wait for my glasses. I'll probably go get my glasses out of the car. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's see who's live, because for once it's daytime. I'm sure people are awake. Next time. Until then, I hope y'all. I hope I was some kind of informative as far as fabrics go. Just keep an eye out for Nuis. You really don't need a lot of fabric. They are small little critters. Scraps, old pillowcases, old t-shirts. You basically like thrift store finds. You never know. Just be on the lookout. Like I said, I got old pillowcases. Uh, old. You don't have to find things. It doesn't have to be anything super special. As far as next time, we'll go over more practical things like if you want to join my Discord, I will link a couple of videos to help with like stitching and embroidery. That'll help with like find, if you need some help with that type of stuff. Hand stitching, that'll be used for the next video, which I'll probably do here in August. Well, And by then I'll have my sewing machine set up and they're ready to go. But we'll see y'all next time. Till then, take care. Let me see who's left. Trying to look for my tab and it's right in front of my face. I'm good. Definitely needing that nap. Okay. No one's live that I'm familiar with. So yes. Guess I'm leaving y'all to fend for yourselves. Y'all do what y'all do. Y'all take care of yourselves and I see y'all next time. Bye bye. Y'all have fun. I see y'all soon. Till then, stay out of trouble because I ain't got bail money.